What's up, everybody? This is Cam Jennings, aka Zero Fats, coming at you on behalf of EpicConversion.com. It's been a while since I did a live stream on here. Been focused on a few other things, and I haven't been around for a little while doing these live streams. But I've still been kicking it on Facebook. You guys know me, man. I'm always here. Especially, I'll do the text. I like doing the text posts a lot of times. I'll just like writing text posts, and but I like doing live videos too. And I just haven't done one for a little while on here. So, anyways, hope everybody's doing good. Some of you might have known this already, but yesterday my site went down. Epic Conversions, my site went down, and by today I had it back up again. And I just wanted to talk about that for a minute and give you guys some takeaways, some things you guys might be able to take away from it. Some things that made it like not that big of a deal for me. Of course, it's never fun that your site goes down, especially like when that is the face of your business. You don't want your site to go down. Before I get into this, though, let me put you guys on my daily vlog. What's up, everybody? You're on the daily. As you guys know, I'm still doing a daily vlog, and you guys just made it on there. What's up, everybody? All right. Anyways, CoinHive hack. No, it wasn't the CoinHive hack. I'm not sure what that is, man. Mine was, okay, so Big Gil Baller in the house. Essentially, so about 8 or 9 months ago, I was fully invested in this company called Cloud Hosted. And they had my domain there, they had my hosting there, everything was on Cloud Hosted. And what I was having a lot of trouble with their customer support, and I didn't like it. So I moved my hosting to another place called SiteGround. And SiteGround is great, by the way. If you guys are looking for a place to do hosting, SiteGround is absolutely fantastic. So I moved my hosting to SiteGround, and everything was working again. Everything was great. Everything was working again. But there was one little piece of the puzzle that I did not address. Because everything was working again and everything was cool, one thing I didn't address was my domain was still registered with Cloud Hosted. I should have took the time at that point to just move it over to SiteGround, because I knew how I knew how Cloud Hosted was. I knew how they were. They didn't have the crap together very well at all, and I already knew that. I knew it 8 months ago. I should have moved the domain over to SiteGround as well. But I moved the hosting over to SiteGround, and everything was cool. My website was back up and running, and you guys know how it is. When your stuff's back up and running, you start to just move on and forget about that. You're not worried about it anymore. So that's kind of what I did. I left my domain hosted. I left my domain registered at Cloud Hosted, and my website itself was actually hosted with SiteGround, if that makes sense. So my domain was registered at one place. My website was hosted at another place. So what happened was, here we go, 8 months later, which takes us to yesterday or the day before, Cloud Hosted is having problems. Big surprise. Must be big problems, because they migrated a bunch of websites and domain names over to Just Host, another hosting company. They migrated. My domain name was one of the ones that they migrated over to Just Host. And when they did that, somehow my auto renewal got flipped to manual renewal. And it just so happens that my website was due to renew, and it did not renew. So needless to say, it made my domain expire, and I'm calling up Cloud Hosted saying, what is going on? And Cloud Hosted, well, Just Host now, we migrated you over, and blah, 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 blah. So anyways, long story short, I was on the phone with 3 different hosting companies today, but I got it all sorted out. It was all taken care of, and everything's cool. And I wanted to give you guys some takeaways that I had from this little experience that I think might help you, might serve you very well, because this honestly wasn't that big of a deal for me. The biggest problem that I had was kind of kicking myself in the pants for not just moving it all over to SiteGround when I knew there was a problem with cloud hosted. I knew that they were not good. They did not do a good job. And I should have moved everything over to SiteGround at that point. And I got the immediate problem taken care of, and I kind of put the other thing on the back burner and I moved on. So I'm kind of kicking myself in the pants for that, but it's my fault. So not a big deal. It's over. But let me give you guys some takeaways, because there's a reason why it wasn't that big of a deal for me, and it might be a big deal for some other people. Okay. This isn't my first, yeah, Stuart's right. Stuart says he used Just Host for a short time ago. If he remembers correctly, they sucked. Yes, they do. That's funny. There's no doubt about it, man. They definitely suck. Okay, so this isn't my first time having problems with, hosting companies. I've been doing this for a few years, you guys. So, I've had my share of little problems with hosting companies and stuff like that. I mean, I think that's pretty normal. Anyone who's been in this line of work for a little while runs into problems with hosting companies for some reason. But anyways, so what I started doing a couple years ago, and this serves me very well. What I started doing a couple years ago, you guys, is the content that I put out, and I'm talking about products now, that I put out for sale. My products always have a downloadable version in them, okay? So if I do a video course, it's got like 20 videos or whatever. In that product, I'll also include a PDF file, and that PDF will have links to all my videos, and it'll have a way for people to download all those videos. So what this does is it gives them a way to actually download the videos, put them on their hard drive, so they're not dependent on that download page. What it also does is it gives me a really nifty backup. So whenever I have critical events like this one, and this is what I consider a critical event, you guys, whenever something shuts down the entire face of my business, where nobody can access my membership site, nobody can access my products, nobody can access my blog, nobody can access anything. It's a critical event. So I need to be able to handle it, right? So these little PDFs that have links to all the videos for all the products, now all of a sudden when someone emails me or someone hits me up on Facebook and says, dude, I tried to log into FreeFunnels, I couldn't get access to it, what's going on? Or dude, I tried to log into the Drive, I can't get access to it, what's going on? Which are actual literal emails I got today. I can easily just grab a PDF from my hard drive, and I can send them a PDF and say, dude, sorry, we're having a little bit of issues with the hosting right now with the Epic conversions. It'll be resolved by the end of the week. Sorry for the inconvenience. Here's a downloadable copy of your course. Sorry for the trouble. That solves the problem. Now they get access to the training, even though the site is down. They still get access to the training. So that is going to eliminate 98% of your problems with customers when something like this happens. So if you have a critical event, if you just make downloadable copies of your courses in simple PDF form, that give them links to the videos and a way to download the videos, like problem solved. That works really, really well. That was a big factor in making this not really that big of a deal. So I could just focus on, dealing with the hosting companies and getting my site back up and running and not have to worry as much about customer support because my customers were already pretty well taken care of. So those two things, putting that downloadable PDF on your download page when they buy the course, and then also you have them, you have the downloadable PDFs on hand so you can just give them to them if they need them, right? So the downloadable PDF is very, very helpful. Another thing that really helped me was having video backups, okay? So I do mostly video courses. I don't do a lot of written courses. I do mostly video courses. And all my videos are stored not only on YouTube, because I'll do like a lot of times I'll do unlisted YouTube videos. I'll use YouTube as a hosting, but it doesn't matter. Some of my older courses I use Amazon S3, and I still have an active Amazon S3 account. Doesn't matter. So I have the videos stored online as a cloud-based situation, right? But also I have the videos stored on my hard drive, okay? And then also I have the videos stored on a backup hard drive, okay? And the reason I do that, you guys, is because the videos themselves are the true asset. Those are the assets. The videos are assets that can be repositioned into any which way you want. You can reposition them as YouTube videos. I don't recommend that for paid courses. You could reposition them as lead magnets. You can reposition them as a package with other products. Things can be repositioned, but the videos are true assets. So you definitely want to protect your assets. I know I have triple backup on all my courses, so nobody's shutting me down. You know, that's the bottom line. I got contingency upon contingency. And the reason I got it like that, you guys, and I'd love to be able to tell you I started out like that with contingency upon contingency, but that's not true. I started out with this idea like, man, whatever, nothing's going to happen. I'm cool. And then like something messed up. And then I had to fix it. And then I was like, I don't want that to happen again. So I developed some kind of contingency plan so that wouldn't happen again. And then something else messed up. And then I had to develop a contingency plan so that wouldn't happen again, until we get to today where I have like contingency plans for every little thing so that I can't be shut down. Because look, I mean, when you run a business that's worth like $60, $70, $80, $90,000 a year, like you don't want something stupid like a website going down to shut your whole business down. That's dumb. That's dumb. I mean, that's the equivalent of having an Amazon account that makes over $100K a year and then Amazon terminates you. That's the exact reason why we don't do just Amazon, because we don't want to be terminated that easy. We have to protect ourselves. You know what I mean? So I would say the PDFs are very helpful. And then I would say the video backups are helpful. And the video backups, essentially, you guys, you look at your videos like assets. And what does it really take to go out there and buy a few USB flash drives and back up your videos, or go out there and buy a trilobite. What comes after gigabyte? A trilobite, whatever it is, a terabyte. Go out there and buy a 1 terabyte hard drive. I got 3 1 terabyte hard drives. All right. All I use them for is backing up videos. So it doesn't take that much, guys. That's a $50 investment. Just go buy a 1 terabyte hard drive and back up your video courses. So you got them, man. If something ever happens, if they terminate your Amazon S3 account, or they terminate your Vimeo, or something happens somehow to where people can't access your video courses, you got the backups right there. Everything's cool. You can take care of it, right? I would love to tell you I've been doing that since the beginning, but I haven't. I mean, I had to learn all these lessons the hard way, unfortunately. So anyways, let me give you guys some more. The other thing I would say, I talked earlier about the PDFs, like having the PDFs on my hard drive. Well, here's the thing. I don't just have my courses backed up on my hard drive in PDF. I also have them backed up in my Google Drive. So they're also backed up on the cloud. And guys, Google Drive is like free up to 15 gigs. And let me tell you something, you can store a lot of PDFs with 15 gigs. Okay, so you probably don't ever need, hey, thanks, Skill Baller. Big Adam Payne in the house. You don't even need like the paid version of Google Drive. However, let me tell you something, Google Drive for I think like 1 terabyte is like $1.99 a month. $1.99 a month, $2 a month for a terabyte of cloud-based storage. That's fantastic. But in the realm of, PDF backup files that don't have anything on them but links to YouTube videos or Amazon S3 videos, you can store a lot of PDF backups for 15 gigs. So you probably don't have to pay anything. So Don't just store your PDF backups on your hard drive. Also store them cloud-based. And the reason I say that, you guys, is very simple, because I've had my hard drive crash before. All right, I've had my hard drive crash and I couldn't open the thing up anymore, and it turned into some kind of giant nightmare for whatever reason. Who knows why? Who knows why computers do what they do? You know, everything's cool one minute, and the next, man, just yesterday I was recording sales videos. One minute everything's cool, the next minute my computer decides it wants to crash. Who knows? It just happens sometimes. So why not take something simple like PDF backups and also store them cloud-based, so you have backups in case your hard drive gets corrupted or something and something messes up. I mean, who wants, potentially thousands and thousands of dollars worth of backups erased for something dumb like a hard drive corruption? I mean, what's it worth to you to have those backups? You know what I mean? Get about 100 unhappy customers breathing down your neck and people lighting your email on fire because they can't access their stuff, and you'll know how much that stuff's worth to you. It's worth a lot. It's worth a whole lot, especially like if your business gets shut down and you're used to selling products every day, and now you're not because your site is down and you're having this critical event for your business. Then those backups become worth a whole lot. So look, it's just smart to take something as small as a PDF backup and store it on a free service like Google Drive. It only makes sense, you know? So that's another takeaway I would say, guys. That'll really help you. Another thing is something I just started doing today, actually. So when all this happened yesterday, I thought about it, and I kind of got angry at first, you guys. I got to be honest. I got angry because, I want to launch Friday. I'm launching a product Friday, and I'm supposed to be doing JV recruitment today. I'm not supposed to be doinking around with this website stuff. I'm not supposed to be doing it right now. It's not part of my schedule. But that's what I ended up doing today. And you know what? That's kind of how it is. We don't always get a pick. Sometimes things get thrown at us and we just got to deal with them. And I thought about it, and I really wanted to approach this situation from a positive angle, because what I found was whenever I approach things from a negative place and just am mad at the world because this stuff's happening to me, what happens is I miss any kind of opportunities that might be presenting themselves in my face. Because you know how they say, like, when one door closes, another door opens? Yeah, Chris is right. Chris says 60% of businesses that have suffered major data loss fail. He's right, man. He's right. I don't doubt that for a second. But anyways, you know how like when one door closes, another one opens? But if you're so angry and you're so blinded by rage that these bad things are happening to you, you don't notice doors opening around you. You don't notice opportunities. And like when this happened to me yesterday, I wanted to be really conscious of positive stuff so that I could be aware of opportunities that might be coming my way. So one thing that happened was I noticed that because I have my website hosted in a different place than where my domain was, all my data was still on my hosting company at SiteGround. And I called those cats up and I was like, hey man, look here. I'm having some issues with this domain thing. Can I go ahead and purchase another domain with you guys? And can you go ahead and make a clone for me of my website on that domain? And they're like, yeah, no problem. We can hook it up. So that's what I did. And in about 10 minutes, I had a complete copy of epicconversions.com, everything, the courses, the blog articles, the lead magnets, everything, the membership site, everything was there, a complete copy. It took them like 10 minutes to do it. It cost me like it cost me like $30. But the point is, it was easy, super easy. And it was just epicconversions.net, epicconversions.net, epicconversions.com, epicconversions.net. So now I have a complete backup of this thing. So what I'm going to do now, this is awesome, because what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get with those guys in the next few days, and I'm going to be like, hey, look here, man, how can I set it up to where epicconversions.net is always backed up for epicconversions.com? I want it to always be a backup for it, you know. I want it to always be So I'm going to ask if there's a way that I can do that. I'm not a tech guy, personally. I look at it like this. You don't have to be a tech guy. As long as you have a vision for what you want, you can find someone to help you get it done. You just got to have a vision for what you want. But that's what I want now. So this situation is really cool because it's kind of ended in me having a complete backup for my website. So it was pretty neat. So I'm glad for that, man. And that's what I'd say, you guys. However you do it, I would say, and someone asked me earlier today if I hope I have a backup of the website. That's the other thing I would say. I would definitely say make sure you keep a backup of your website. Whether you store it on your hard drive or you store it on an alternate site like what I'm doing, whatever you do, make sure you got a backup for your website. There's probably a little bit of technical stuff involved in learning how to make that happen. I didn't do any of it personally. I just called SiteGround and they handled it for me. All I had to do was buy another domain name and they took care of the rest. But I was super happy that it got done. So having a backup of the website, another really nice way to have a contingency plan when you have some kind of critical event like this. And then the last thing I would say, guys, is something that I already touched on, and it's simply remain calm and take advantage of opportunities. When things like this happen, it's easy to really kind of freak out because, you feel like, oh my God, I'm going to launch in 5 days. What am I going to do? I can't deal with this right now. This is crazy. Some people might have thought like, I got to push my launch back. I got to deal with this now. I can't launch on Friday. I got to deal with this now and figure out what's going on with my website, blah, 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 blah. I got to figure this out. I told myself when this happened yesterday, I'm launching on Friday no matter what. My product's going live on Friday. Whether I got to launch it from a backup site or they get this one fixed or I launch it from a Google Doc, I don't care. My stuff's going live. And I think that having that mentality and staying calm and just being very confident in your ability to move forward is really beneficial to your business and to you actually moving forward. A lot of things we don't think we're capable of, we really are capable of, if we just had a little bit more confidence in ourselves. So anyways, I guess that's about it, man. That's 5 takeaways. Hope they've been helpful to you guys. I hope they help you move your businesses forward a little bit. And if you like this video, if it's been helpful to you, please please share. Hit me up on Facebook if you have any questions, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace, everybody.